and welcome here to TalkFCB, and welcome to a make or break game in our entire season. Because this meeting right here, away at Dynamo Kyiv, it could decide whether we stay in the Champions League. It's where we want to be. But if we want to stay here, we've got to win. This match has to be a good one. We have to make it a good one. But for Sergi Barjuan, he has been boosted by 4 big returns to the squad. It's all coming up. So let's get to it. Because kickoff on this very important night will be coming to us live from Ukraine at 9 p.m. Barcelona time. And of course, remember that at the exact same time as we're playing this game, Benfica will be heading to Bayern Munich, which is another significant game you'll have to look out for. Because as you can see, after the first 3 games of the Champions League group stage, things are looking still very, very precarious for Barça. We sit there, just 3 solitary points to our name, 1 single win, and we are still behind Benfica in the table. But of course, in this game, we have the power to change everything. Because again, providing that Benfica are beaten, as they were last time out, by Bayern Munich, and providing that we do the job against Dynamo, we could really turn things around. You could see there that heading into that crucial game against Benfica at the Camp Nou, we would be in the ascendancy. If we can win this game, that would be a massive, massive step. A draw would leave us with a lot of work to do. We would likely need there either Benfica also to slip up again against Dynamo Kyiv in their last game, or we'd need to take points off Bayern, and if we lose, we're in massive trouble. There is no room for error. We've got to win. This has to be a win. And of course, guys, we are coming here up against Dynamo Kyiv, who are our opponents in Matchday 3, and that was less than 2 weeks ago. We are very, very familiar with what we're up against here. Gerard Piqué's classy finish. It was almost a forwards finish, wasn't it, on the day? In the first half there, was just about enough to give us all 3 points, but Piqué will not be involved in this one there. He'll miss the game through injury. And I think in that game against Dynamo, it was a laboured display. That's what we saw at Barça. You can see here from the stats that, again, very, very few shots on target. We didn't really penetrate them anywhere near enough. And there was also a feeling in that game that also Dynamo didn't play that well. They can do a lot better than what they showed on that day. But likewise, you would hope, so can we. Because again, as we discussed in the build-up to our last game against them, Dynamo are a good team. They are a very, very strong side, full of confidence, full of youthful players. They are going to come here and probably show more energy this time around. You can see here in their domestic league, they are still unbeaten this season. But what I would also say is, look at the second team there, Shakhtar. They're only just behind Dynamo, also having a strong season. Real Madrid went away to them just 2 weeks ago, wiped the floor with them. 5-0 win for Real Madrid. We've got to have that attitude. We've got to have that confidence that we can go and get this win. Because like I keep saying, we just have to. However, what I do want to say here coming into this game, guys, and what should give us all a lot of confidence, a lot of belief here heading out to Kyiv, is the fact that we do have some injured players back in the squad. Because just have a look at that. Ronald Araújo, he's back. He trained today with the group and as a result has been added to the squad. Whether he is ready to play, we'll have to wait and see, but he is back there in the squad, as is Dembélé. For the first time since his recovery there from injury, he is back with us. Ansu Fati is there too, and Frenkie de Jong completes there the returning quartet. And those are exactly the kind of players, the kind of match winners that we're going to need in this game. Because as we do here, move on to the team that Sergi Barjuan could select coming into this game, what I really do want to draw attention to here is the system. And actually, I would change a few things, because looking at our options here, looking at the players who are playing well in this team, I would actually here try and pack the midfield. I think away at Dynamo Kyiv, what we need to have in this game is control of it. We want to go out there and start to be dominant. We want to show the kind of ball possession. We want to show the kind of penetration that we showed against Alaves because we need to be in control. What we really don't want is to go away like we did against Benfica and suddenly it become end-to-end. To get the crowd involved, get their home crowd into the game. We don't want that. We want to shut Dynamo out. We want the ball and we want to have that territorial advantage to work it around and eventually get our win. Which is why, in goal, of course, it would be Marc-Andre ter Stegen. I would personally like to see Serginho Dest back at right back. I think he's had his time now as a winger. Of course, we're still not blessed in that area with many options, but I think right now, let's start with attacking fullbacks there in Alba, in Dest, and really go and try and hurt Dynamo. Those are still going to be our big source of width. I would there go with Longley to replace the injured Gerard Piqué. I don't quite think Araújo's going to be ready. If he is, I would play him. But I think maybe it might be a little bit too soon. Although he's in the squad, it might be rushing him back after just one training session. So if that is the case, Longley and Eric Garcia for me. But then it's down to that midfield. And I actually think they're looking at that midfield. All of the recent really good displays, they've been from that area. That's why I would play four of them here. Busquets, De Jong coming back in, but also keeping Nico Gonzalez in there and Gavi too. There's so much creativity there. There's lots of different types of players, and they would provide chances, I feel, no doubt about it, for Ansu Fati and Memphis Depay. They would lead the line, keep them central, push the fullbacks on, and that midfield there can take control of the game, they can use the ball, they can create the chances that Ansu will put away. Memphis scored a great goal against Alaves. He missed a few others, but this is a game here where we need to take those chances. We need to score the goals, and I do have to say that it will be a really nice feeling to be going through a game there, stretching the opposition, tiring the opposition out, and then you look on the bench, and who's sitting there? But Ousmane Dembélé. All of that pace to come on, all of that impact from the bench, we could call upon him here in the final stages of this game. That could be useful, that could be exciting, but whatever happens, get this job done. And of course, guys, when we are looking here at your predictions heading into this game, I think you do feel a little bit more improved in the mood coming into this kind of game. Obviously, we dropped points on the weekend, but there were signs there of a bit of improvement. We've got to follow up on that here by getting those goals, putting them away, being a bit more tight at the back. Because obviously, if you can keep a clean sheet in this game, you've got a great chance of winning. If we can keep it tight at the back, minimise the chances that Dynamo have, you'd fancy us to score one, to score two if we need to. But let's keep it tight. Let's go out there with confidence, with belief in the players now that we're welcoming back. Control that ball. And please, we want to be in the Champions League. We don't want to be in the Europa League. So get it done. We are begging you. And indeed, guys, with all of that said, please do leave all of your predictions in the comments down below. How are you expecting this game to go? Do you have belief here that Barça can get the job done? And if so, who are you backing to score the match-winning goals? Let me know all that down below and your possible starting lineup. And of course, as well, guys, today, over on MORETALKFCB, got a big interview with Lionel Messi, who spoke about a range of very interesting topics. That's there if you want to check it out. But right here, I will see you tomorrow. After the big game itself, please let it be good. Please give us something to smile about. I will see you then. And I thank you indeed for watching. But until next time, as always, Vishka El Barça.